The fruit of the loom cornucopia.
Don't get me started.
And there's been so many TikTok videos that like people find their shirts, and I'm like, are they really finding the shirts, or is this AI trying to convince us? Like,
Right.
who is trying to make us crazy?
I know.
But I
Like,
remember the cornucopia because I remember being like, why is that weird thing on the shirt tag, to my mother?
Mhm.
And she'd be like, oh, it's a cornucopia. I'm like, what the hell is a cornucopia? And then they whip them out for Thanksgiving on the third Thursday of
yeah.
the month of November.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
Everything in this podcast is our personal opinion and for entertainment only. We are not experts and everything is alleged. Don't take us too seriously. Do your own research and enjoy the chaos.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the absolute mess that is the Feral Creatures of Chaos podcast, broadcasting live from the depths of the feral sphere, where sanity goes to die and weirdness thrives. Lurking in the sphere with me tonight,
Hi, I'm Betty.
Narcy.
Hey, it's Madge.
I'm Helen. Buckle up, hydrate, and hang on. Let's get feral.
Hello, girls.
Hey, hey.
Hello.
I feel like we're missing something tonight.
Yeah, it does seem a little quiet in here.
Yeah. It's just Narcy has gone on the vacay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
Vacation mode on
She
for
just
the
left
the
next
us.
two
triplets.
episodes,
That's
right?
right. Yeah, 2 episodes. You just get the triplets. So
Yeah.
You're stuck with us.
yeah. Either of you ladies feral this week?
When are we not feral?
This is
Yeah, I
true.
feel like retrograde
Okay.
season just speaks to ferality.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so too.
Let's agree with that. I've been feral on the road, feral at work, feral at home, feral in the garden. Just feral, 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 feral. Yeah.
Yeah, her
Vacation.
name's not Betty anymore. It's Feral.
That's right.
Oh, let's not get into it. I've been petty as hell too, but
Uh-oh.
I really have been. I've been like really embracing my bitchiness lately. Like I'm letting
Yes.
her out.
Embrace the bitch.
Hey, sometimes you just need to.
Yeah. You're tired of being nice. You get walked on, and then eventually you gotta walk on them back.
And then they look at you like you're
Exactly.
like the meanest person in the world. It's just like,
Yeah.
do you see the way you talk to me? Do you see the way you act? Like, what? I'm mirroring you. You don't like it? Change.
Yeah, I feel like you're given that Justin Bieber energy where he was like, what? It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. Have you seen that or no?
I don't
Oh, you
think
gotta
so.
watch it. That's what you're reminding me right now.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it? I don't give a you're on the sidewalk. I'm a human being. You're standing around my car. At the beach. You know what I'm saying? You don't think I'm a real guy, do you?
No, I gotta watch that.
You gotta say it to people. You're not getting it.
Yeah.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business.
I'm standing on business. What the hell? That's crazy. But yeah, feeling, I guess, a little bit like that. I'm just like tired of people's shit. And normally I just ignore people's shit and just like go on with myself. But I'm just like, no, you're an asshole. So I'm going to be an asshole too.
You're standing on business.
I'm
And they're not
standing on
getting
right.
business. Is it not clocking to you?
Yes. Yeah, I
Damn.
feel like I'm getting there. Right now I have a lot of stuff going on, and I feel like I'm like on the edge of getting into my feral mode. And so I'm just waiting for one more effing thing to go wrong or a snap.
Yeah, because you've been really calm, cool, and collective.
Mm-hmm.
Very
It's a
storm's
calm
coming.
before the storm.
Yeah.
When you see the water's all still in the ocean, you're like, oh, it's weird. Watch out for them tsunamis.
That's right.
Don't mess with her. She orders cookies. You better send them shit.
Why'd you have to bring up the cookie? Why'd you have to bring up the cookies?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I made my peace with it, okay?
I'm still mad at her.
Oh.
We've moved on. I clocked her because I was standing on business and she wasn't.
Let's talk about the Mandela Effect. That moment when you're absolutely sure something's happened, but the universe disagrees. Is it bad memory, mass hysteria, or are we hopping timelines with like glitchy Sims? Let's talk about some moments that broke your brain. Is reality lying to us? Are we too deep into that conspiracy TikTok? Anybody got any?
We got list. And
Let's
list
go
with
to the
list.
tape. I know we were talking about some, and we've got a few listed here. I actually have something that goes with our little first one, the Monopoly guy.
Mr. Moneybags?
Yes. So, back in my day, he had the little monocle. He's got the little top hat. He's got the monocle on his eye.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Jim
now they
Carrey
say
in Pet Detective. That's where my mind goes to.
The monocle is his signature.
Yeah.
the little top hat and his coat and tails and his monocle. Well, they say that never happened. Like he never had the monocle. But I'm sure of it.
They lie.
Right. So I'm getting ready, and I remember that I have a very, very, very old Monopoly game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Probably
So
one of the original pieces, right?
yes, this is the original Trusty Dusty.
Oh, gee.
First
It
edition.
came from Cody's grandfather's house. He passed away,
Mhm.
so I found it. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to take this home with me. So I just so happened to remember I had that, and I've got the box right here.
Oh, please
So
show.
shall we see?
Open it up.
Yes.
Now, this is from, let me see if there's a year on here. It's all taped together. I don't know if I've got the book. Hold on.
She's
Hold on.
teasing us. She's not letting us see it.
I am teasing. I'm teasing. This could be from, the last copyright date on here is 1961.
Ooh,
Okay.
it's
So
before my
this-
time for sure.
Before mine too.
Right? It's 20 years before I was thought of.
40
So,
for me.
Yeah.
this
I meant to say 30 for me.
let me look at this here. Okay, so this is the book, the instructions. Sorry, this paper says 54, so maybe this is the original. That could be an old one.
I do believe that's the first edition.
Either way, it's a little musty smelling here. This guy, I don't think this can't go with this because it's different. But here's one little guy. Where is he? Can you see him?
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah.
there's no monocle.
There's no monocle.
What? It must have fallen off. Or maybe he still had good
Maybe.
vision back then.
But
He
even
wasn't as
better,
old.
here's the box. I want you to check out the box.
Oh, that is an old school box. He has a squinty eye. Why
He
is his
doesn't
eye
even have a
squinty?
hat.
You know
He
how
doesn't
old
even
this thing
have a hat.
is? They actually used cash back in those days.
That's right.
This box is like yellow. You're gonna have to take a picture
Yeah,
and
I'll send you a picture of that. But yeah, he
we'll show
doesn't.
you on platforms because it
Now,
doesn't
if
look
you'll
anything like.
He's got a wink though.
Yeah, he's got a
He's got
wink.
that- can
But
see
you know,
that?
that's what the government's really good at. They're really good at removing all traces sometimes, especially when it comes to
Yeah.
things that we know are
Mm.
for sure real. The monocle was there. I stand by that.
I do remember too. But I just thought that was funny that here it is.
That is funny. It's funny that he has a wink, but then I bet the next
Yeah.
edition is with the one with the monocle.
Right.
And
right.
my mind always goes to Jim Carrey's Pet Detective when he makes fun of it. He's like, "You must be the Monopoly guy," and he takes his monocle and puts it in, and he goes, "Doo-doo-doo." Like I'll forever have that in my brain. But I'm like, yeah,
But what if I
remember
told you
having-
that scene never happened?
I would say you're a big fat liar.
Have you watched it lately? Because it might be gone.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. It just means
Well, actually, that
erase
brings
it.
me to one of the ones on our list. I don't know if you guys grew up with this, but it's
I know where
also
you're
in a
going.
It's also in a movie, and I can't think of the movie. If you know it, Helen, can you say the name of the movie that he said it in? It's like a military. Maybe it was like Top Gun or something to do with the military. But we grew up being told that there are 50 states, but 52 when you include Alaska and Hawaii.
Correct.
And there's even a movie where they quote that. The guy's like, oh, 52 states with Alaska and Hawaii. And they say that in a movie, but now they're saying that it's 50 states and then we just have 2 territories.
So
The
now
Virgin
they're
Islands and Puerto
territories.
Rico. But yeah. No, 50 states only. And then there's
No.
2 territories, Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands.
So is that their way of saying they sold Alaska and Hawaii?
No, Alaska and Hawaii are included in
Did
the
we
50
count these
states.
states? Because I'm bad with geography, but I remember being a kid and having to write these down and knowing like
Yeah, all of them, right. But so in our timeline, 51 Alaska, 52 Hawaii,
correct.
whatever. But
Yeah.
now it's just 49 Alaska, 50 Hawaii, and then we have two territories that makes it 52.
I don't know. That
But
doesn't
I
make
grew up
sense.
saying that they were the 52nd and 51st because I remember like they
Right.
had just acquired Hawaii or something.
So they just disappeared to other states that we don't really talk about because so
They
insignificant.
absorbed
Because I
it.
always forget about Delaware and Vermont. Like I always forget about those. And what's another state that doesn't, not, no offense to anyone from Delaware or Vermont. I'm just saying, it's not something that pops in my head right away. But those are the ones that I always forget about when I'm like thinking of all the states. And I think maybe, no, Virginia, I remember. I don't know.
I feel like Delaware is so small though.
Oh,
Like I
Delaware,
remember
that's another one. Yeah. Wait,
you
did I
just
already say
that's
that?
yeah,
Oh,
you
No, I
said
didn't.
that.
sorry. They're
Go ahead.
already wiping on my mind.
No, but I remember Vermont only because I'm on the East Coast and that's like where a lot
Oh.
of people go like snowboarding and skiing and stuff like that. But like Delaware, I never really thought of as a state because it's so tiny. Like you said, like Rhode Island. But now I want a map and I want to count the states because now I'm like,
That's what I'm doing now.
are you?
No, but obviously what's out there has already been
Detective
wiped by the
Helen.
Right,
government.
right.
So what were the ones that were missing? Was there another sister state, like the Dakotas and the Virginias and the Carolinas? Was there another little batch like that?
Well, now I'm even sitting here, I Google how many states, and then one of the questions where it says people always ask was why are there 50 stars on the American flag but 52 states? And then they're like, oh, there's only 50 states. So why would somebody even question the 50 if they thought there was 52? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
No, you have
It's
no
not.
idea.
But if it's in a movie, I feel like just like the monocle and what was that, Pet Detective?
Yeah.
Ace
Ventura.
Ventura.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I love that movie. I must have watched it. God, I'm just my sentence, one big word. Like thousands of times. Like I love his movies. He always makes me laugh.
Well, what I
I don't
think is funny is when they say that whole entire movie doesn't exist.
Shazam!
That's right.
That's a hill I will die on.
For real.
It
I
happened.
watched it. I watched it. I
Yes.
I
remember
watched
it.
it. I
It
watched
was
it.
it is a true thing.
And the fact that Sinbad is now in cahoots with the government trying to gaslight us and be like, I never was in a movie. Yes, you were.
They
It was a really
probably
cool
paid one of
outfit.
his debts or something. He's like, yeah, I'll say I never was in it.
So I was gonna say how much you
Because it wasn't like a blockbuster movie, but it was a movie like everyone watched.
Yeah, it happened.
I don't know if was it a movie that people watched in theaters? I think it was on TV, right? You know how they did a lot of TV
Yeah.
movies back in
Mhm.
the day,
I
really the
thought it was in the
90s.
theater, maybe not.
But I know I watched it on the TV and I really we
It's
talked
for
about it.
sure on VHS.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
I think I saw somewhere on TikTok where someone found their copy or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, I've seen
But
Yeah,
that
some.
you
could have
sent
been
that to
doctored, who
us.
knows? Yeah.
That's true. That's the only thing that sucks with AI now too. You don't know what's real, what's not.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that. Don't even get me started on the AI. But another one is like Britney Spears in her Oops, I Did It Again video. She had like a little headset with a microphone, kind of like the long one that goes to your mouth, you know?
Mhm, mhm.
And I remember thinking that was really dumb because why would she be wearing that in space? Because she's supposed to be like out in outer space, right? But now, there's people with costumes. Like there's a famous like Lizzie McGuire episode where she's pretending to be Britney in the Oops, I Did It Again video, and she goes like this many times to like touch the like headset microphone situation. But now, if you watch that video, there is none. It's gone.
They wiped it. But my thing is like, why are they doing that? Like, what's the reason? Just to see what they can get away with? Like
Well, I think if everyone can put on their tinfoil hats,
yeah,
get into the mindset. My belief is that the government is doing a mass like operation on the general public to see what they can and can't get away with. Like, what can we change that they know is true and then act like it's not and kind of like gaslight us? Or it
Yeah.
could also be ever since they turned on CERN in 2008, which is when all these things started like happening or we started noticing, it's changed because they keep messing with the magic of creation. And every time they turn that thing on, something changes. And I've noticed that as a pattern. They just turned it on like, I think it was in June, early June.
Yeah, it was they turned it on this year earlier?
Yeah, yeah. And something already changed. And I already forgot what it is because that's how well it's working on me. But one of the ones that kind of is like this, I don't know, again, growing up, I was always taught when we were going to sing or not sing, do the Pledge of Allegiance in the morning to put
Yeah.
your hand over your heart, which was on your left side.
Mhm.
But now all these like charts online says your heart is in the middle of your chest. And I am struggling with that because why would we put it over our left side if it's in the middle? Like, since when it has been in the middle? If they do CPR in the middle of the chest, I guess that makes sense because where the heart is, right? But like, I
Yeah, why
remember
were we
left
doing
side.
it over here all this time
Yeah, yeah.
if that's not where it was?
Like, am I crazy? Does anybody else remember left side heart?
No, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, always.
Because
And
you
then they
cross your heart and
stopped
hope to
it.
die, right?
Yeah. And then they stopped it. I forget what grade I was in, but they stopped doing a Pledge of Allegiance in schools.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I forget what grade that was in, but
I feel
yeah.
like they still do them. And now thinking about that, that was kind of weird. The things that you say and every morning, right? After the
Yeah.
announcement, slap your hand on
Yeah.
your chest and salute the flag.
Salute the flag, yeah. I feel like we should all just start writing down like everything because if you put it in your computer or take pictures of it, they can tap into that too and take it away. But if you
Right.
have a diary and you keep these things written down, like I have a diary about the moon because I have this thing about the moon. And since I've lived here for the past 3 years, it has always shown up on the east and gradually goes around from east to south to southwest. And then on my way to work in the morning, it'll be like west north ish. But now it's coming up over there in the west. So I don't know if that's like a thing, like because the way we're moving or whatever, but I have like documentation for 3 years. It came up and set in the same spot, and now it's not. And it's messing with me.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
The moon's doing weird things for sure.
and this is a whole nother episode, but while you're writing, make sure you practice your cursive.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's a whole nother episode.
Yes.
We'll get into that.
Because they
at a
changed
later
that,
date.
like, oh, which, things being like how we remember them. Like, I always remember Thanksgiving was the third Thursday in November. That's how you remembered the third
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, for sure.
Apparently, that's never been a thing.
Even my family is just like third Thursday.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When Thanksgiving, third Thursday. No, that's never been a thing. It's always been the fourth Thursday.
But
No,
wasn't
don't have
last
to.
year the only year? Because I remember last year it was on the fourth Thursday. I remember asking my mom, like, why is it on the fourth this year? She's like, oh, I
It
don't
says
know.
it started on the fourth Thursday in 1941.
Lies.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Liars.
Yeah, so that's another thing they've changed. So they can even change holidays. How long before Halloween's not on the 31st?
Oh, I can't even
Well,
talk.
you know
It's
where I live.
actually on the 20th.
Where I
Gotcha.
live, sometimes it's not on the 31st if it's on a Sunday or a Wednesday.
Are you kidding me?
No,
How are they allowed to do that?
they're morons.
Like where I live, it actually coincides with a holiday for the state. And so,
Yeah, well, it's because, church.
mm,
Yeah,
well,
that's a
But
big thing
yeah.
down south.
Yeah. Most of the time it's just on Halloween, but sometimes I think it's just the kids want to get 2 days out of it. So like some will trick or treat on Halloween on the actual day, and then others, even if it's on a Sunday. And
So
then
it's
other
like a
places
mandatory
designate.
day that your state says, all right, trick or treating this year is going to be on this day because it lands on a Sunday or something.
No, it's still on the 31st, but everybody I don't know why they even question it. They're like, "Oh, are we trick or treating on, Sunday?" Like,
oh, because it's like a school
that's
night?
because it's church.
Well, I know, but are they trying to say it's because it's going to be a school night or like the next day they have to go to school?
No, just because people
The
want to go to
church.
church. It's like it's like Halloween's on Halloween.
Well, not
Anyway,
if
I
Mandela has
digress.
his way.
It might be changing.
Hello,
Which,
Clarice.
but I mean, do you guys remember why we call it the Mandela Effect?
Because of Nelson Mandela's death. People remember on different days. Yeah.
Yeah, like my timeline, he died in prison in the 80s. So you can best believe I was shockety shocked when it said he passed away in 2013. I was like, excuse me? How is he still alive this whole time? And that's when
And
they
I
coined the Mandela Effect because of that. That was a big one, you know?
It was because everyone was talking about it. I remember that because people at school, everybody was talking about it. I said school, I meant to say work, but yeah, that was a big one for sure.
Yeah. And do any of you guys remember seeing the Oscar Mayer Wiener mobile when you guys were growing up?
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Big
But
hot
now
dog.
apparently it's Oscar Mayer with an
Mayor.
A, not EYE. It's with an A. And I remember
Oscar.
Meyer because
Yeah,
Oscar Mayer's
Mayer.
Wiener. Yeah, it's Mayer. Mhm.
But yeah, I remember that one too. But no one even says Oscar Mayer. It's
No.
Oscar Mayer.
But how is it Meyer with an A?
It's not.
Oscar Mayer Wieners.
That doesn't even sound right.
I'm trying to sing the Oscar Mayer, the Baloney song. My Baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. My
Baloney
Baloney
song.
has a
Yeah.
second name. It's
And
Mayer. Maybe it is A. I
Oh,
don't know.
ew. Ew.
could be Emmy.
She's not from our
It could
timeline,
be.
Betty. She's in her own timeline.
I'm trying to see which one it is.
They've
E.T.
gotten
phone
to
home.
her. They've gotten. Oh, yeah. That's another one, too. Apparently, he just says E.T.
No.
No, he totally has Tourette's, like you said. No, it was me.
I
'Cause he
remember him
does.
saying E.T. phone home. And then he, like, that's
Yeah,
what I
he, like,
remember.
Yeah.
tells a little girl, and then
And
he
we're all holding up
starts-
our one finger.
and then he she says something to him, right? And then he's like, ET phone home. He keeps saying it like faster and faster.
And they make the phone thing. That's the whole
yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
thing.
You know, it's another crazy one that we all remember, and I'm sure you guys will. The Queen song, We Are the Champions. You know, they go, We are the champ. And then at the very end,
champions.
of the world. And then it
Yeah.
ends.
Yeah.
Apparently, they never say of the world at the end.
Just we say it.
No. It just says, We are the champions. We are the champions. We are the champions. And that's it.
No.
And the song ends.
No.
Yeah. There's no of the world at the end. Just like there's no phone home.
Somebody's got some splaining to do.
That
Yes,
didn't
they do.
happen either.
Lucy. Yeah, I
That
don't like
never
that one.
happened.
No, that one's. How did it go?
So
Betty?
if anyone had grown up on I Love Lucy, like a lot of us do, because she was hysterical and we love her, you would know that she was always getting in trouble, and Ricky Ricardo would be, Lucy, you have some explaining to do. But these people are saying, nope. He says, explain that if you can. That doesn't even sound like Ricky. Explain that if you can. No, he says what I just said. It doesn't even sound right. Like,
No, it doesn't. That's
no,
it's weird.
that's not what he says. That
What's
one, that
next?
one
They're going to
irks me.
change the name of the place where he worked at, the Cabana, Coco Cabana. Is that what it's called? Or what was it called? Yeah, the Coco
Vans?
Cabana. Right?
Cool.
No, maybe it was
Oh,
something else.
That's very mellow.
The
Sorry.
club where he always worked at,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah,
did
it was a
little
club.
bongo, whatever.
Yeah, Babaloo.
Yeah, Babaloo. That never happened, actually. He was an accountant. No, I'm kidding.
Imagine.
Right? That would be terrible.
Which one of you guys remember Pikachu?
Me.
My kids, yeah.
I was looking for a Pikachu earlier because I know there's one here.
Pikachu
somewhere.
started to blow up when I was in middle school, and I remember the Pikachu always had the black tip at the very top of the tail,
Right,
or I guess
right.
the end. It
Yeah.
was black and then yellow. It's just solid yellow. It's never been black.
Who's doing this?
This is when I wish I didn't throw out all my kids like old stuffed animals and stuff when we moved. And all those videotapes and cassette tapes. I'm like,
Mhm.
that's why. They just knew.
That's
we
what
were
the
all
government
purging.
wanted us to go to DVDs,
Yep.
and I was like, no, I'm never gonna do that. And now, I barely have a freaking rewinder that works. Please be kind, rewind. Anyone remember that?
Yes,
I do.
Blockbuster.
Most annoying thing, and then getting fees for not rewinding, like you lazy asses.
yeah.
$1.50 or something like that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, nope, not paying that. Another cartoon thing, Like I grew up with like Mickey Mouse, on the TV. And I remember him just having shorts. That's it. And I
Yeah.
thought it was weird.
Yeah.
He had no shirt, nothing. But apparently he has suspenders and he has a tail. Like he never had a tail for me.
Tail, no. I don't remember no tail.
I thought it was weird that he was a mouse with no tail. And I thought, they didn't have one. But apparently
Yeah.
he's got a tail now
Yeah, now. Keyword.
in this
In this
timeline.
timeline. Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
So another cartoon. There's actually a few cartoons. Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Scooby Snacks. You know when they're always eating those like big burgers and stuff and shoving their face? You always see him gulp with the big Adam's apple.
Yeah.
They're saying, nope, he don't have an Adam's apple.
What
They
are they
never show
saying?
that. They're
Yeah,
saying,
doesn't it have like two little hairs coming off of it?
yeah. And they're saying, nope, he doesn't have that.
Oh, come
If he
on.
doesn't have that, then he would, he
Yeah.
wouldn't be Shaggy.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
It's like, oh, it's just weird.
Yeah, just like Tweedledee and Tweedledum and Alice in Wonderland. I remember them having their stupid little propellers on their hats. Now they're
Yeah.
flags. Since when? Because didn't they like levitate away or
Flags.
something?
Yeah, they like flew away.
Yeah, nope.
And they spun.
Flags. Nope. Flags.
Flags.
Flags. Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense. Flags.
You should look at it. I looked at it and I was like, no.
I am gonna
Yeah.
look at it.
I'm like, I
That
gotta look at
bothered
it
me
now.
so much because I remember I love that movie. What are they going to do? Change the flowers to not talking anymore?
Imagine.
Sassy flowers.
Sassy flower. I'm just looking at this list.
Oh my god, it does show flags.
Yeah. No, there's propellers. 'Cause I remember they like floated up and away. Not like flying, but they like, off the ground a little bit and then away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
no.
did a little flutter. That is AI at its worst. That's what that
Yeah.
is. Just saying.
And then I glanced down at this list. C3PO had a silver leg.
Yeah, he was solid gold for me, but apparently he's
Yeah.
always had a silver bottom leg.
Yeah, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so I don't really remember, but I do know the Luke, I am your father, and everyone's like, you don't say Luke, he
Yeah,
just
that
says
never
I am your
happened.
father.
Mhm.
I'm like, then
another
why do
one.
we always blow in the fan, Luke, I am your father, to sound like Darth Vader?
Because apparently we're all slow and we want to believe what we want to believe. Yeah, what's the other misquote from a different movie? I can't remember that was on here. Or like the mirror, mirror on the wall.
Oh yeah, no, it's mirror, mirror, not magic
No,
mirror.
it's magic mirror on the wall.
No,
It was
no,
like
it's
mirror,
not.
mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? But magic mirror on the wall, that doesn't flow.
Right. They changed that.
What about Looney Tunes? I remember double O,
So
like
yeah, so do I.
cartoons.
Yep.
It's tunes, like as in music. Are they singing? I don't remember them singing.
Well, now they do. Like when my kids watched it, they did, because I'm just like, this doesn't sound the same as like when we used to watch it.
Because Toontown, remember?
Yeah, they were all crazy.
Helen, you might remember this, but you were there when JFK got assassinated, right?
Funny you should ask that. I was just looking at that exact one and I'm like, there weren't 6 people in the car.
There was like a middle row in this car, and they have that car at a
No.
museum, and it's just a 4-seater, but in the pictures, it's like super, almost like a limo of sorts, and there's like 2 agents in the middle row. I remember there being 4 people in that car, and apparently there's 6.
No, there was the driver and somebody else, and then Jackie and JFK in the back.
Yeah, and she was there. She was in the crowd waving at them.
Probably. No, that's no.
Yeah.
And then like the Lindbergh baby. I don't remember. I don't know.
What
This is
about
just
our favorite?
blowing my mind.
The Fruit of the Loom cornucopia.
Don't get me started.
And there's been so many TikTok videos that like people find their shirts, and I'm like, are they really finding the shirts, or is this AI trying to convince us? Like,
Right.
who is trying to make us crazy?
I know.
But I remember the cornucopia because I remember being like, why is that weird thing on the shirt tag, to my mother? And she'd be like, oh, it's a cornucopia. I'm like, what the hell is a cornucopia? And then they whip them out for Thanksgiving on the 3rd Thursday of the month of November.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they top the pies with the Ready Whip or the Cool Whip, which always had an H, but now apparently doesn't.
What?
Yeah.
There's no H?
No.
Then what is
And,
it? A weep? A weep? What?
I guess Juanita let us know
'Cause
this.
remember, Stewie, he'd be like, cool whip.
I was just thinking about that. He would
Yeah.
always pronounce the H. He used to be
Yeah.
like this. Yeah.
Yeah, so how can it be a whip? Whip?
Yeah, no, now it's just WIP. Like, what?
I think they're gaslighting us for sure.
Yeah.
Here's a big one.
Absolutely.
The Haas avocado.
Oh, I remember it being Haas because I thought it was so stupid.
There's 2 A's, not 2 S's.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Just like the Kit Kat, the hyphen. I remember the hyphen.
Yeah.
Now there's no hyphen. It's just Kit Kat.
Why don't they just say like this? Like, why do they have to say it didn't happen? Just say you rebranded. That's what it is. They
Right.
remarketed,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
rebranded. Don't play it off like we're all crazy and all remember the same thing when you just rebranded something. Like, let's be for real.
Yeah, like Fruit Loops.
Yes.
I remember them being double O, like Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
That little pelican,
Yeah.
all cracked out. And now it's fruit, like regular fruit.
Yeah, no, it was never like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know because I used to eat that right out of the Fruit Loop box for a snack all the time. That's like my favorite cereal when I was a kid.
At least I don't know if they still do it because I haven't had cereal in so many years, but do they still include prizes? Like
No,
toys?
they're cheap.
Yeah.
They charge you like 3 times the freaking price of it, and it's a smaller box. I hardly buy cereal.
Shrinkflation. I hate shrinkflation.
I know, it's annoying. Especially the Oreos. They take the cream out. Now the double stuffed is what
Regular
the
stuff.
regular,
Yeah.
used to be. And now the regular is like half of that.
And they don't even taste as good as they used to.
No, they
And
taste fake.
Mm-hmm.
they even took the name down. They had shrinkflation to the name because they took an F off.
They
The
took it
Oreo.
off.
It's just
They have
stuff.
less. They have less F's to give.
They
Apparently,
do.
We all do.
Apparently so. My jar is getting pretty low down there.
I'm just about out.
Yes.
One that's bothering me, and I don't know the exact date. So if anyone out there knows the exact date, I just remember where I lived, what my apartment number was. Like, I remember all that. I can't remember how old I was, but I know I was in the range of like probably either 3 or 4, roughly, when the Space Shuttle Challenger explosion happened. Does anybody know what year? I know they're saying it's 1986, but that wouldn't fly because I lived in another state in 1986, and that doesn't make sense to me. So,
And I don't know why I want to say 81, but that doesn't even, that means nothing. But
no, it was definitely, I think my earliest memory is when I was like 3. So it had to be either 3 or 4.
Yeah, I
So-
was still in the sack at that time. So
So if anyone can help us with that one, because that one's been like really hurting my brain lately.
yeah,
I need to know.
If it was 86, I mean, that puts me in older grades, and I know I was in a younger grade.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I know I didn't even start school yet. And I remember listening to it on the radio with my mom at
school yet.
home. Yeah. And I remember that. I wasn't even in kindergarten yet. So their dates don't make sense to me.
I remember watching it, and then they just rolled the thing away, and we went back to work or back to our schoolwork.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
space shuttle just blew up. Get back to work, kids.
Right. Like nothing happened. It's
Viewing
okay.
time's over.
yeah, at least now I don't think they do that where they just traumatize you with bad news. I think after 9/11, they're like, maybe we shouldn't play this on the TV for the kids to watch over and
Now
over
you-
and over again.
Now you know what's wrong with me.
It's funny that you say that because I remember it too, like being in like gym class and them talking about when we were going to war with Saddam bin Laden over there in Iraq, and they were talking about it like over the loudspeaker, and I'm just like, we're like in third,
Yeah, it was
fourth grade.
wild. I'm like, what is happening?
Like now I'm all worried, like this little like 9-year-old, like what can I do? Like, oh my god, we're going to war. Like they love to fearmonger us.
All right. Well, let's shuffle a deck and see what message the timeline wants to smuggle through today. Match, what do you got for us?
It's going to be from the Dark Magic Oracle by Fiona Horn. Because, as Betty said, it's what they've done to us to make us forget and not believe what we know is true, like Shazam
Yeah.
on the third Thursday. Number 15, collective. After being told to stand apart and distance ourselves from each other, how do we find our way back together? During the pandemic, enforced social isolation and social distancing created a state of mind that drove people apart. Humans are a social and tribal creative. That is how we have evolved to survive, procreate, and prosper. While this new age of AI and big tech encourages isolation, it is not innate. A baby left untouched, even for a few days, gets sick and may die. Collective says it's time to try to see through these artificial divides as the interest of big corporations, which would like you to sit at home and live your life on social media, buying unneeded items delivered by drones and paid for by a digital social credit system. It's time to get outside, turn off your smartphone, and experience euphoric oneness with each other and this magical universe. Collective says it's time to trust your neighbors again and unite. Be willing to listen and consider the opinions of people who are different from you. While they may not be your tribe, they're a part of the human collective. Give others a chance in this time of reunification. Making conscious collective choices is advantageous. Choosing to be in a room of happy, excited people can raise you up to feel happy and excited. Just like being in a room of sad people will seep into your consciousness. The collective unconscious is powerful. In this time, avoid being around people who are negative and clouding you to the wondrous beauty and magic and the goodness in people around you. Surround yourself with people who are at the level you aspire to. This card is also an invitation to address your attitude and realize how powerful it is in transforming your reality. Open yourself up to meeting people who are aligned with your greater good and goals when considering the collective and reuniting. Transform fear into hope and confidence.
I feel like they
That
always
was perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, it's
exactly. They
basically telling us
always
to
hit.
get together and discuss what freaking lies they're trying to shove down our throats with
Exactly.
AI and
Seriously.
everything. And
I
to
was like,
get
listening, I'm like,
outside and get
yes.
away from the computers and technology so we can tell
Yes.
each other we watched Shazam. We know Jiffy was a real thing and not Jif, you know?
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. I love that. That was a beautiful card. I was like, yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that
A little
really
triggered by the pandy. I was like, oh,
I saw that eye twitch.
I was like, oh, I
Me
forgot
too.
about that.
Oh, that was only 5 years ago.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, before we spiral too hard and end up back in 2012, let's share some final reflections. You have anybody have any thoughts?
I have one.
Okay.
Time traveler, stop going back in time and fucking everything up.
For real. Because that's another theory, right? Is that there's somebody that he's trying to go back to change what happened in 2020. And every time he goes back, he just makes it worse. And I definitely feel like that's the case. Because I know I'm not crazy. I know a lot of these things I remember. And why would I make up that my heart's on the left side? Why would I make up that Thanksgiving is the third Thursday of the month? Why
But
would I
it's not
pretend
just
to see
you.
a movie with Sinbad and Shazam and like everybody else?
Yeah,
Hundreds of thousands
including
of people
Sinbad.
remember this. Yeah. So I know it's the government's secret project that's not so secret anymore to try to gaslight us to see what they can get away with. Because what are they going to try to convince us never happened? The pandemic? That wasn't real? Or that
Right.
never happened?
And what
Imagine.
do they always say? They show us without showing us. Hello, the butterfly effect. Anybody watch
Mm-hmm.
that movie? Ashton
Mm-hmm.
Kutcher?
Simpsons.
Oh, The
Yeah,
Simpsons.
exactly.
Mm.
So many. I'm gonna
You're
pay attention
not
now.
alone. We are here with you.
Yeah, and just talking to you guys and being like, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Exactly. Like we're not
Yeah.
crazy.
No, we're
Because
not.
they, if you stay home and on your phone and on your computer and don't talk to other people, you're going to start to feel crazy because you're like, oh my God, is this true? Have I been living a lie, living a dream? What's reality? You don't know. But when you go outside and step outside the box that they put you in, you talk to like-minded people, you're like, we're not crazy. We're good.
But
Got
sometimes I
this.
worry about the idiots that believe like there's AI videos that I see and I'm like, it's obviously AI.
But
And
But then
everyone's
some
like,
people
people
are like,
remember,
oh
yeah,
my
they're
God,
gonna
this, and they're like, oh, I didn't even realize this was AI. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
well, like the angels coming down from the sky.
Well, there is one where it was, I think, Elon Musk on a Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, I think I saw that.
And he was like talking about, what was he talking about? I think it was the Mandela Effect. And I'm like, this episode never happened. He's never said this.
You have to watch very closely at their
Yeah.
mouths
Because what do they
and
call it? Like the deep fakes, where they put people's
yeah.
pictures and they make them say
Mhm.
what they wanted to say even though
Yep.
they never said that. So it's like,
Yeah.
are we just in a deep fake simulation right now?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do that with celebrities and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What does the Mandela Effect reveal about how we experience reality, emotionally, spiritually, or conspiratorially?
What's one thing you swear used to be different? A memory you'd bet your last brain cell on, but the world insists you're wrong. Maybe we slip timelines. Maybe it's just bad memory. Either way, something's off, and the cracks in reality are starting to show. So keep your eyes open, trust your gut, and remember the truth might be hiding in plain sight. Don't let the glitch catch you.
Reality is weird, memory is weirder, and we're all just glitching through it together. Trust your gut, but maybe double check your Fruit of the Loom logo.
That was a fun little episode, although we might need an exorcism after that one. Thanks for tuning in to another chaotic dose of madness. New episodes drop every Wednesday. When Mercury's doing its thing, the moon's in our corner, and the stars finally align, you know it's time to hit play. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you in the Feral Sphere.
Bye.
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 Bye.